Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for coming to tonight's Board of Education meeting. Good to see so many smiling faces and masked faces, but thank you. We're going to start our meeting out tonight. Mr. Ricky Bailey has the invocation, and then we've got the colors being presented by the Winnebago ROTC. Mr. Bailey.
Please stand.
Please play with me. Dear Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for being able to gather and, Lord, for us as board members do this, the business of the school. Lord, that we have students here that are going to be recognized and demonstrated and for us. And Lord, I just look forward to that. I look forward that we can gather again. Lord, we know times are tough. There are still sick people, and we just ask you to be with each of those. Lord, we had a bus accident this afternoon. Just be with all the parties in it that they're not seriously injured, and that, Lord, that everybody gets back to doing what they do as students and bus drivers. Lord, we just thank you for that. We ask you to be with us as we hold the election tonight. That Lord, your will be done in that. Be with all of our teachers, all the employees, especially our students and our parents that it takes to make our school system as great as it is. So just thank you for them. Thank you for their hard work. Lord, just be with us all as we meet tonight. Thank you for loving us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Gary, colors, forward, march. Forward, march. Mark time, march. Colors, all, post the colors. Present arms.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Mark time, march. Forward, march. Mark time, march. Colors, all. Place.
Good evening. I'm Cadet Private First Class Matthew Elias at Winnebago High School.
Good evening. I am Cadet Private Linda Martin at Winnebago High School.
Good evening. I'm Cadet Command Sergeant Major Tyler Casper at Winnebago High School.
Good evening. I'm Cadet Staff Sergeant Dylan Peppers at Winnebago High School.
Right, please. Forward, march.
Thank you, cadets.
May be seated.
Good to have the ROTC back. Just a note, we have two board members on Zoom tonight due to personal issues. Mr. Lumpkin and Ms. Maloof are joining us, but they're on the screen. Given the fact that this is January, it's a new year, it's time to elect officers for this coming year. That said, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. McMichael.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Good to see everyone tonight. At this time, I will open the floor and make a call for nominations for the position of Chair of the Board of Education, Barrow County School Systems, for the upcoming fiscal year. Do I have any nominations? I'm sorry?
I'll let number Bill Ritter.
All right. I have, Mr. Ritter is nominated. Are there any more nominations from the? All right, not hearing any further nominations, I will close the nominations and ask for a vote. All those in favor, please raise your right hand and tell us aye.
Aye.
All right, all against? Motion passes. Congratulations, Chairman. And I will turn it back over to you for the election of the vice.
Thank you, board, for your support. Do I have a nomination for vice chair? Mr. Raper, any other nominations? All those in favor of Mr. Raper as vice chair? Okay. Motion passed. Congratulations, George. Looking forward to another school year. All righty. So I have a motion to approve the minutes for 12/7/21 board meeting.
Second.
Ms. Bramlett, Ms. Stevens, second. All in favor? Okay. The called meeting minutes on January 4th. Can I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Ms. Stevens,
Second.
Mr. Raper, second. All in favor? Okay. And then can I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Kelly, Mr. Kane, second. Okay, all in favor? All righty. Can we have a motion to approve the committee reports?
So moved.
We have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Dr. McMichael, I believe you have some recognition tonight.
We do. We're a little bit different tonight. We don't have our kind of normal recognitions, but we're going to skip on ahead to, I'd like to ask our Director of, always get your title of Innovative Learning. I want to make sure I get it correct there. Mr. Lee Bain to come up and introduce us to the great work going on with the Barrow First Robotics team. Looking forward to this for several weeks. Yeah. Thank you. Step on up.
Don't be scared. Come closer.
Good evening, board members, Dr. McMichael. I want to sincerely thank you for giving me this time tonight to introduce you to some special guests who would like to share a report with you regarding the Barrow First Robotics program. I'm going to go ahead and also give you a preemptive "you're welcome," because I honestly think you're going to really enjoy what these young folks have to share and what it means that they are actually here tonight to share it. I also think you'll find that in this report that these young folks are going to share, it's also going to touch on every single goal and priority area of the Barrow County School System strategic plan. But if you're not familiar with the program, Barrow First Robotics is a 7-year-old partnership between the Barrow County School System and Barrow County 4-H office, focused on providing students with life-changing experiences through the world of competitive robotics competition through the FIRST Corporation, which stands for the inspiration and recognition of science and technology. In just a moment, a few of the high school members of the First Tech Challenge team, you'll hear that referred to as FTC, will share a little bit about their experiences in the Barrow First Robotics program and this year's competitive robotics season. FTC, or First Tech Challenge, is a student-centered and mentor-led program that gives the students a unique experience every single season. Each year, the teams engage in a new game where they design, build, test, and program autonomous and driver-operated robots that must perform a series of tasks within a time-constrained match. They are also expected to keep a very detailed engineering notebook documenting both their engineering design process and their journey throughout the season. First Lego League, which you'll hear referred to as FLL, is a similar program for our upper elementary and middle grade students that uses a Lego-based robotics platform. Even though we have a number of our team members who are unable to attend tonight due to some cold symptoms, several of our team members are here tonight and they have a few words that they would like to share. You'll also see that we have a very full boardroom that are not angry with anyone, but are here Not that I know of. It's hard to be angry in Georgia this week. Am I right? But are here to show support for a very important program that's very close to my heart. So if I could introduce you to a member of our FTC team who has been both part of FTC and FLL, a young lady by the name of Miss Caitlin Larson.
Good evening, board members and Dr. McMichael. My name is Caitlin, and I'm an 8th grader at BASA. This is my first year on the FTC team. I was previously on the FLL team for 2 years. We are proud to announce that membership in the robotics team is growing. We currently have one 12-member high school FTC team with 6 veteran team members and 6 rookie team members. Also here tonight, I will ask you guys to stand up, please. We have 2 10-member middle school FLL challenge teams, Team 3085, Cloverbots from the AIM program at CFIT. And Team 48816, Cloverbots from Russell Middle School, +1 local homeschool student. Our team has 4 mentors and coaches: Lee Bain, Tiffany Coles, Christian Fuqua, and Richard Garland. We have 4 major sponsors for the 21-22 season: Barrow 4-H, Georgia Power Foundation, Solvay Chemicals, and Mud Dog Trucking. I'm going to hand the mic over to Nick Dawson, the Vice President of Business and Communications.
All right. I'm Nick, 10th grader at BASA and 2nd year FTC team member. You should have received a copy of our team business plan in front of you. We would develop this plan to document the details of the robotics program and help to ensure a successful future for our team. This business plan includes an executive summary of the team, mission statements, organizational guidelines, our impact and outreach goals, a strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat analysis, and short and long range fundraising plans. And with that said, I'm going to pass the mic on to Landon, a rookie member of the team.
Good evening. My name is Landon, and I'm a 10th grader student at BASA and a former FLL team member. I want to share some successes from our middle school FFL teams. FLL team 48816 won the regional trophy for the highest robot performance in December, and FFL team 48816 and 3085 both advanced beyond the regional tournament into the super regionals tournament this week, which is one step away from the state championship. I'm going to pass the mic up to my teammate Shane Broomer.
Thank you, Landon. My name is Shane, and I am a new 8th grade member of the FTC team. As a varsity FTC team, it is important that we engage in mentoring opportunities with our younger students. We mentor both FLL teams who practice at the same lab as we do at CFIT. During practices, we advise and encourage them to be successful members of the FIRST program. We have conversations with them about their engineering design and their programming. We serve as referees and practice judges for their scrimmages and their official referees and judges at the regional FLL tournament in December. Next up is Logan, our team president, to talk with you about what we have learned this season.
Good evening. My name is Logan. I'm a 10th grader at Wonder Barrow High School, and this is my 7th year in the Barrow First robotics program. Our FTC team, for us to be competitive, we constantly have to learn new skills and improve the ones we have. This season, we have all learned a number of advanced engineering and programming skills. Some of these skills apply directly to the drivetrain design, which is how the robot navigates across the field and its obstacles. The manipulator design, which is how the robot grabs, lifts, moves, and relocates scoring elements on the field. And the software and programming side, which includes the autonomous programming and the TensorFlow AI programming, and the teleop programming, where the robot is controlled by 2 pilots using Logitech game controllers. This season, we have been able to showcase our skills on the North Georgia FTC league meets. We are currently ranked 11th out of 21st, and we are headed to the league tournament on January 22nd. Next up is our Vice President of Software and Programming, Sam Rojas.
Thank you, Logan. My name is Sam, and I am a 10th grade student at BASA, and this is my second year on the FTC team. On behalf of all the members of the RoboClovers and the Cloverbots in the Barrow First Robotics program, we want to thank the board members and Dr. McMichael for allowing us to share this update on the robotics program. We would also like to express our gratitude for your support over the program over the past 7 years since its inception. It is very important and unlike any other opportunity for students like us whose interests lie in science and technology. Thank you for your time, and we would be glad to answer any questions that you would have at this time about our program.
Are we gonna get an example of how this thing works?
The robot?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
Too dangerous. Too dangerous.
There's too many feet on the line.
Thank you.
What I thought. Well, I have a question. I want to see all the parents and folks that are related to this remarkable bunch of folks up here stand up so we can recognize you. Thank you.
This is not a question, but I happened to be at a meeting this past weekend, and one of the guys does what you do for their school system. And for those of you who are here and for the ones who aren't, y'all take this back. Y'all set the standard for this in the state. Maybe the nation. He said it's one of the best programs we've ever seen. And so y'all have set the bar. So just keep at it, keep going.
Just a comment, lady and gentleman, Lee, this business plan, the SWOT analysis, the action plan, that's good stuff. You're going to take that for the rest of your life and use it to make yourselves really successful. So great attention to detail on this plan.
How long did it take you all to put the plan together?
It's still a work in progress.
Yeah. Well, it's a good work in progress. For those of you that can't see it, it's a 16-page document. Before I was in education, I started a business, and I learned how to do a business plan about my 3rd year in business out of necessity. And that carried me on through I do it now. That's one of the things we do as a board and as a school system. The fact that you all are already doing this and the SWOT analysis and everything else in here, kudos. This is stuff that I wish I had known this many years before I did. Just amazing. And I was well out of school when I did learn it. So congratulations to you all. Congratulations to the parents and all the other members on the other teams too. The robotics has been a huge piece of our STEM and STEAM push for years, but just, like Mr. Bailey said, it is a goal setter for everyone else. It is something to marvel at. So, and great job presenting tonight. I think I would have crawled under something when I was your age rather than get up in front of everyone.
I want to say I am, I'm a business owner and obviously a board member, and I'm a mom, and my son is in 9th grade. And I know how hard it is for you guys at your age to get up and talk in front of people. But it is a life skill, and you have to know how to do that. It's just as important as knowing how to do anything else. And every single one of you guys really did an excellent job, from making eye contact to what you had to say, and just so many impressive things. And as a business owner, I literally sat here at the beginning of our meeting, and I was just so blown away by this that I think anything could have happened in here, and I just would have been totally just in awe of this and missed it because I was just so taken by it. So congratulations to each and every one of you for what you've accomplished, for being mentors to all these awesome kiddos in here. And I'm just so super proud of all of you. It's amazing. Super proud of you.
And
thanks for coming.
And I want to say, when I read this and heard what y'all were saying, my background, the last 20-something years has been in staffing, resourcing. My husband's an HR recruiter for people like Hewlett Packard, Google, McKesson, people like that, big companies like that. When I looked at what y'all have put together at your age, and then I look at the programs and the things you're doing, you are, in like what Ms. Bramlett said, you are the plus of what makes me want to do what I do to bring these programs and to continue. And when I hear people put public education down, I love to bring what you, and these are the kind of students that we have, and don't put public, y'all are, I would love to have y'all in the work environment. It just brings tears to my eyes to see what y'all are doing.
She's
And
saying you're making us look.
you're
good.
great. You're great. You are. You
Good
can take
job.
this into the work environment. You're going to be able to do so much with robotics. And when I see that that's a threat, I can tell you with this board, you're not gonna have to worry about the money. That will never go away.
We
So,
got you, Boo.
so kudos and kudos to the parents.
I'd also like to thank 4-H too, Ms. Cole.
Yes.
Thank you so much for all.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It's a great partnership.
What would we do without 4-H?
Thank you for that, Dr. McMichael. I was just about to say, please don't forget that this is
I
only
figured you were,
possible
but I-
with that partnership.
We've had a good, long
Absolutely.
partnership with 4-H, and it just gets better every year, so.
So that document that you have is the 14-page business plan. What they have to present to their judges at competition at the tournaments is a 16-page engineering portfolio. And so all of that same level of competence and work of the robotics and the programming and the engineering is in a completely separate manual. So these are some fantastic kids, and it is an honor and a blessing that you guys let me spend my time with them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you all so much.
Okay. I don't think we have any visitors that asked to participate today or request. So we're going to move on to the superintendent's reports. You'll let everybody
Give me just a
settle in,
second.
yeah?
Y'all don't want to sit through the business part?
Settle in or settle out.
I think it's only fair to tell them they can escape now.
We appreciate y'all coming out. It's great to see the community supporting and coming out.
Thank y'all for coming. Bye, guys. Mother's Day, I got back from Waldo.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Yes, sir.
My daughter was at part of this, and she was in Greenwood Elementary School. And this starts way back then.
It does.
And, those people over at those schools as well deserve a heck of a lot of credit. for
we've
started them on this path.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
I just want to-
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Appreciate you pointing that
She
out.
started in 4th grade.
Was she here tonight?
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
know you're
for-
proud.
Thank
you.
for coming.
Thanks.
Great point.
Those are some smart kiddos.
No.
Dr. Green?
He said he don't want to follow that.
Ms. Houston does, but you have some good numbers for us
You
again.
got some good news.
You've got some good numbers.
I got good news today, so that's okay. All right, we're going to pull up our sales tax report for the month of December. And if you want to scroll on up, you can see that or down, sorry, Suzanne, to the graph, because we're visual people. We got a record breaker. See, it's a record breaker. Really, no applause, nothing. Thank you. I know. Well, of course, it's the taxpayers here in Barrow County that are helping us with this. And we just want to thank them for shopping here in Barrow County to give us the sales tax, $1,507,899 for the month of December. And you can see the increases from the previous year, 22.2% from last year, 35.8% from the previous year, 50.5% from 18, and 62.8% from 17. And since this is December, I like us to just do a look back for us economists and people who like to see how the history may reflect the the future, who knows? So the next slide is our calendar year look back, all the way back to the year 2000. So back in 2000, we received $5,547,000 for SPLOST, and for 2021, we're up to $16,903 or $16,903,610. So this really helps us with our facilities and our buses and our technology. And you can just see the ups and downs. And then the next slide is another visual slide. Wait, go back up to that red and blue. Yep, that one. And this is just the percentage of change. And we always like to kind of look at that 2006, 2007, when we were doing so good, and then it plummeted. So we just always have to be ready for that, but we hope it doesn't happen, but we always just have to kind of plan for something like that to happen in the future.
Ms. Houston, when that dip started, it took us about 9 or 10 years to get back to where we were.
Yeah.
That's, I don't think people realize how long the time it takes to.
It was a rough.
It's one of those things that goes down a lot quicker than it comes back up.
Yeah. Yeah. But
It's nice to see the.
we're still,
promising-
yes, we're,
Absolutely.
Let's not be,
let's not be negative, but
No.
just be prepared.
speak life.
Okay, so let's move on to our general fund. This is our summary report. So our total fund balance for December 31st was $69,731,709. Our total revenue year to date, 94.1 million. Our total expenditures year to date, 70.1 million. And our revenues for the month of December was 13.2 million. And our expenditures for the month was 10.5 million. We were at 50% of the year. So we always like our green to be above that line and our red to be below, and that's what it is. So we're doing pretty good. The next one is just more detailed of the general fund. Then we'll move on to our other funds. And here is our special revenue fund. So this is showing November. On these funds, we go from, we're 1 month behind, so we're in November. So for the month of November, our year-to-date revenues was 13.9, and our year-to-date expenditures were 10.8 for the special revenue fund. And then the enterprise fund, our revenues were 109,000 and our expenditures were 151,000 at the end of this year. And at the end of the year, this fund will probably zero out. It should. Our capital projects fund. So this is the fund that we have all of our facilities in, our renovations, a lot of our technology, our school buses that we buy. 11.4 million is our year-to-date revenue and 15.6 is our expenditures year-to-date. And then our last one is just debt service. And this is $8 million in revenue, which is basically transfers in from our SPLOST fund, and $1.5 million in debt service expenditures for the year. Any questions? Great, thank you.
Good report, thank you.
Great information.
Mr. Perno. Thank you, sir. Dr. Moulton. Okay, you're hiding them in the corner. And Ms. Beggs. Okay, nothing even. Wow.
Said nothing.
Okay. I don't think we have anything to clarify. We have any old business. We'll move on to the consent agenda. First off, we're going to affirm the strategic plan, the system, vision, missions, and beliefs. I believe everybody had a chance to review that. Okay. We're going to affirm the Board of Education policies, the Board of Education Code of Ethics. I believe everybody had a chance to review that. Next, we have the guaranteed maximum price for early release steel and roof package at new elementary school. The superintendent recommends a guaranteed maximum price of $4 million for steel and roof packages on the new elementary school project. We've got the guaranteed maximum price to manage and install our mobile units outside of Innovation Campus. The superintendent recommends a guaranteed maximum price of $185,000 to allow a contractor to assist with the placement and installation of mobile units. Then we've got the purchase of commercial gas water heaters. The superintendent recommends the purchase of 13 gas-fired 199,000 BTU Ream water heaters from B&L with a cost not to exceed $191,000. This purchase will utilize the CARES Act 3 funds from the American Rescue Plan. Then we have the state closeout resolution for Kennedy Elementary School, the freezer and cooler replacement project. The superintendent recommends final closeout of the Kennedy cooler freezer replacement project. We've got authorization for committees to meet, and we have a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Ms. Stevens and Ms. Bramlett, all in favor? Okey-doke. We'll be meeting, do we have a date? Okay, for the clean schools. And then we're gonna vote on the authorization for the committees to meet. We have a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Ms. Kelly, Ms. Stevens, all in favor? Okay. And the teacher of the year, we're moving forward on that. We have some candidates selected from the outside, and we're working with Megan on that. Next meeting will be on the 25th for the work session. Any other information for the board? Mr. Lumpkin, Ms. Maloof, we good?
We're good.
Okay,